Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Rhode. If you could just go around the table and introduce yourselves.
Michaela Felicidaria.
Adrian.
Carol Smith.
Jane.
Eagle Gunsafe.
Shauna Farrow.
Tonight we're just doing a little bit of information on a association called the NRA. Does anybody know what NRA stands for?
Yes.
Okay.
National Rifle.
National Rifle Association. Okay. Does anybody know who this guy is?
Yes.
What's his name?
Wayne? I don't know.
Wayne LaPierre. He is the president of the NRA as of right now. He's been the president for about 1991. So he's been there for a while. So tonight we're just going to be talking about the history of it and how it began. It began in 1871 with two Union veterans. One was named Colonel William Church, and the other one was named General George Wingate. They started it because the Union soldiers didn't know how to shoot, so they started this association to actually train them to shoot better and do the safety on it and everything like that. It started actually in New York, which is really surprising because they are very anti-gun now, and that's actually the reason why they had to move from New York to New Jersey. The first president was actually a Civil War general. His name was Ambrose Burnside. He was actually the governor of Rhode Island and the senator. It was actually established to train, inform the military, the civilians, actually hunters, and very young youth. They've noticed that a lot of the youth have been curious about the guns, so they actually had to have a program called, it was Eagle Gunsafe program, which basically taught young kids to stop, don't touch, run away, and get a grown-up. Because actually back in the day, they actually had a really bad time where the guns were put into the young kids' hands, and they didn't know what it was, so they were very curious. So they wanted to educate a lot of the young kids about that. The NRA actually has over 125 instructors, and these instructors, they train over about 1 million people, 1 million gun owners a year. So they're very busy. The NRA is actually also very political. They have a lot of political ties inside our government. They protect the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms. The first one that was established was 1975, the Institute of Legislation Action. It basically preserved the right of law-abiding citizens to buy, possess, and actually use it in a legal matter. President Ronald Reagan was the one that signed the Firearms Owners Protection. It was in 1986, I believe. But I mean, you've seen it all actually on the election nowadays because of the upcoming election. They are very influenced. They go with a person that actually is for the Second Amendment. But that's pretty much all there is about the NRA in a nutshell. Thank you for listening.